I think this has to be the only podcast. I mean, you can check Spotify, the iHeart app. You can check every place where you get podcasts. I don't know that any other podcaster has to work with a guy yielding a sword on the other side of him while he does his job.
Listen, we've been talking about perspective, okay? And
yes.
The perspective is if you don't have to worry if there's a spider on the loose, all right?
But what if it's on me?
Run!
Okay.
I already told you that. I have already told you run. Run. I'm pretty good with a sword. That probably ain't what you want to hear.
No, not pretty good. No, I would like to.
Yeah. Well,
that's like the surgeon telling you before he starts. I did get a D+.
Right.
Yeah, I passed.
But you don't have to worry because the Spider Eliminator 3000, it is tuned.
The Spider Eliminator 3000 available at themikeandthemountain.com. By the way, welcome to the Mike and the Mountain.
Yes.
I'm Brian Gary.
Scott Cisco.
You're putting down your arms.
Well, I've evaluated the area. Unless there's something pops up, I'll be able to grab it quickly. And
this, you did not, just for the record, you did not carry a sword until a spider was spotted here. Was that knife always on the wall, or did that come with the spider too?
Well, no.
Because it seems like every time I look over at your section, there's more weapons.
Well, I don't like spiders. I've always been one to utilize what you got. What's at hand for a spider? But now I feel I'm a little more comfortable.
Okay, as much as you hate them, though, will you fist smash one of them?
No,
if you
because
see
that's what I've got this for. Yeah. The Spider Eliminator 6000 is built to, really...
You're one of the few guys who has to drywall after finding spiders.
Right. No, I know my drywall guy well, and he knows me well.
I bet you do.
And when I call him up, he's Spider Scott. Yeah, bring your stuff.
I got to think they're probably planting them here. If you've got to call them every time afterwards.
I don't mind.
You got everything hung up now? Are we? It's safe to broadcast?
I think we're okay. Let's
podcast or whatever we call this thing. I don't know. I know I'm pissed.
Yeah. Already? Wait.
Right there it is again.
In the coffee?
I am pissed at my coffee cup. Oh. Here's the thing. When you get a favorite coffee cup, and you use it all the time. It's just that's your mug. I mean, this has been with me. It was Cold River Records, which doesn't exist anymore. And it's got my name on it, but I've had this thing forever, except last weekend I left it on the back of my truck when we were having breakfast with our friends Bob and Susan. I left their house and apparently left it on the back of the truck because I got home and went, oh, crap.
Right.
Coffee mug's toast. I called them. They found it in the street and everything. So this Sunday I went and picked it up. When we went and had breakfast, got my cup back. This is the first time that I've taken a drink out of it since I got it back.
Yeah.
She freaking cleaned my mug.
Oh, no.
She cleaned my coffee mug. And when you can...
Wait a minute, is Bob not a coffee drinker?
Yeah. Yeah, he is, and so is Susan. Big time. But... they cleaned years of coffee stains off of the side of this mug.
Right.
Which added all the flavor. That's the base. That's my roux.
Yeah.
That's...
No kidding, man.
That's what you don't even need coffee. You just add water too.
Right.
It just falls off.
Your sludge pot just kind of does what
exactly.
it does.
But you always see that with people's favorite coffee mug. It's the most disgusting looking thing. I don't want it clean because then there's always that hint of whatever you cleaned it with left.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And
what are you tasting? Dawn?
Oh, a little bit.
Yeah,
I think it's a little bit except Dawn and Dawn Power Dissolver. I think the more powerful one that goes on the side.
You sure wasn't a Tide Pod? I mean, did she use it in the...
Well, let me see.
Yeah, it could have been a...
Certainly possible. Is there a floater in here? That's what
So, Brian.
Yes, James.
Do you treat... Because I'm not a coffee drinker whatsoever, but do you treat your coffee mug as if it was a cast iron? You just lightly...
Oh, no, it has to be... It's seasoning. It's a
seasoning. Absolutely.
Yeah.
This explains a lot of coffee mugs in my IT days.
Yeah. Coffee mugs are much like the old skillet that
Yeah.
a lot of people have, that old cast iron skillet
Yep.
that you really don't want to
You
clean
never
too much
wash.
because it has the remnants
Yeah.
of that taste in there.
No.
Your grill, do you ever overly clean it?
Whoa, no, you gotta have
You
those
gotta-
chunks.
that's
Of,
it.
I mean, nothing like eating your steak and you get a chunk of burnt
Yesterday's,
salmon.
yeah, that's it. And if that happened anywhere but home, you'd be bitching and
Right,
send it
right,
back.
yeah,
but at
right,
home, it's like a
right.
bonus.
Yeah,
That's
no. I mean, sometimes it'll foul it though, because if you got the family and you're cooking some nice lion steaks on the grill, and you get a hint of the beaver that was on there the 2 days before that you smoked. Hey, you gotta be careful mixing beaver with lion.
You ever start talking and realize you're the only
Only
one
one
who can
talking.
relate to it?
Right.
Yeah.
I get that. Matter of
Dude's
fact,
been on a roll
yeah,
this morning,
yeah,
I'm telling you.
We had that this morning about the wolf issue.
Oh, you just brought up one word, and James and I just sat
sat
back,
back.
and I don't think for 22 minutes you took a breath. You ought to try going underwater. You are Jacques Cousteau. You don't need to frickin' breathe, dude.
Oh man, no.
But serious, get this boy going on something. If
Yeah.
he gets on a tangent and starts rabbit holing on you.
Oh, buddy, yeah.
But you were just
James has been used to that for years. He used to explain to our guys. He's like, "Listen, there's times Scott's going to get on a roll. Just shut up.
Yes.
Just shut up. Just let him finish. Let him. He's got a mind dump, and I think we all do that on some level. I just do it a little more excessive.
To be honest, Scott, I used that opportunity to go through my day schedule. As Scott's going with his, I'm like, all right, I got this going
I
on
always
later this
wonder
week.
where'd you get that information from? Oh, I mind dumped yesterday.
It was, I wrote a really sweet note to my wife in my head while he was talking. So that was, I got a lot done. Thanks, Scott. That's, speaking of,
Wolves.
no, okay. No, I was going to talk about my wife. What do you know?
Wolves' wives.
You should stay away from both of them.
Yes, you should.
You should know
They
that.
should not be on the endangered species list. There's plenty of them, and they are very dangerous. They're very dangerous. You planned that, did you?
No, I did not.
I didn't plan
No.
it either. That's funny. That's good though.
Oh, so anyway,
maybe I'm just kidding. You know, I'm kidding if you're watching this, man. It ain't like that.
that was all
It
him.
ain't like that. No, listen. That can be compared. You know, me and the wife one time was talking, and she goes, "If I was an animal, because you're an animal freak," she says, "If I was an animal, what animal would I be?" And I'm like, "Ooh." Right away, what come to mind, but I had to drag it out a little bit, see, because I didn't want it. I didn't want it to come off because I am an animal freak.
Right, so
And I said, well, baby, hands down,
you're a fox.
you're a honey badger.
Oh,
Yeah, because, I mean, they are beautiful animals. But you mess with them, they will take your life, man. They will take you. And not only that, but I mean, rattlesnakes bite them and they just lay down and take a nap and then get back up and eat the rattlesnake. I mean, it's some bad mamma jammas, man.
and this
They
is
are
what
some
you
bad-
called your wife.
Yeah.
Welcome to the dumbass husband move of the week.
But I
See what
meant
Scott
it in
did.
such a good way.
Really? How did
They're beautiful.
how'd she take it?
No, well.
Not well.
Not well at all. No. I had to pull it up because she didn't know what it was. But the word badger,
Just throwing that in there.
yeah,
Even though it was
I
preceded
didn't
by
name
honey.
it. Right, honey. I didn't name. Dude, know your critter, man. So we had to look it up, and she goes, "It's kind of cute." I said, "No, baby, that's a beautiful animal."
You could have
man.
called her a duck-billed platypus.
Oh well, yeah.
That wouldn't have gone on. No, alrighty. Try that next time. Well, anyway, I was sitting around with my wolf this week. I mean, my wife this week.
Oh God, help us!
She had a friend over, and they're in the kitchen making birthday dog biscuits for the dog.
So wait a minute, you got a wolf pack making dog biscuits, for the dogs.
Just don't twist this or turn it or get me in more trouble than I'm in.
Brian, we couldn't plan that if we tried. To
No,
be honest.
right, no, brother. We're just good at it. That's just what we do.
So anyway,
I always got your back till it comes to your wife, and you know I'm taking her side.
I know you are.
Oh,
You were throwing
the bus and back right up, baby.
That's what friends are for.
That's what, yeah, I got you.
No, well, she got accidentally wine drunk. I mean, where they opened a bottle of wine, and it was like everything was sweet. And I think I went in and took a leak and came out. And you ever get that where your wife just like, boom, just insta drunk, where everything was fine. You turn your back, and all of a sudden, it just happened.
Yeah. Well, Don Julio seems to have that same effect on my wife.
You too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this was wine. This was like 14 hands or some kind of hot to trot stuff, and some and next thing you know, I'm being UFC beaten. Where she was just trying to be playful and was just going to kick me in the butt, but threw a power knee into my thigh that just dropped me. And she's laughing, thinking it's funny. And of course, I got a giggle at the time, and I want to cry because she just,
you got a bruise?
Just totally Conor McGregored me right there. It was just, yeah. And then she takes off and goes hiking and camping for the next couple days.
No kidding.
Yeah, leaves me to deal with my bruise at home after she got wind up and beat me.
Yeah,
that was. Yeah. But anyway,
well, you got to be careful saying the Conor McGregor thing now. I mean. Round two, dude got slapped down, man.
Yeah, you watched that, didn't you?
I did. And that's what I hate about these fights, man. You got to pay, and thank God I never pay.
This was one of the few I didn't do. It was like $7.
I go to somebody's house where there's a couples there, and that we know, and somebody else bought the fight. But inevitably, I mean, it's always 1-2 rounds. It's done. It pisses me off.
Well, you'd like it to last a little while.
That's why I like boxing.
That's why I like marriage.
Marriage.
Okay.
That's a lifetime of
bliss.
Where I was
yes,
going.
It is. That's where I'm going to.
Yeah,
and I
bliss.
I was really excited
call.
as she was drinking the wine, because there's that. If you play it right as a husband, there's that sweet spot. It's usually like right in between the second and third glass or somewhere around that, to where you're kind of attractive and cute to her, and she's fun and playful, and you're thinking, this is going to be great.
Game on.
Then the next glass hits, and next thing you know,
she's
you're
unconscious.
getting UFC knocked down to the You're tapping out, that's it.
Leave me alone.
But then she went down because she went to check with her friend. They went to go check on her RV. Her friend's got this RV that they used to go camping.
Right.
And it had been all covered up. Well, we had those hurricane winds that had come through, a week or so ago.
Oh,
that
man.
blew everything, including my basketball hoop down. And that. Well, my wife goes, we went to check on the RV, and the tarp is shred to pieces. And I write back right away, raccoons?
Damn wildlife guy.
I'm all excited. And she writes back, no, you stupid critter getter. She wrote back. It was the wind. And I went, not nearly as excited.
No.
I thought we had a great story. I thought the
man.
coons had tried to get into the camper, shred it up.
Man.
No, boring old wind.
I love the way you think, man. You are on a new spectrum, brother.
I totally am. I laughed at
it.
myself after that, too.
Man.
I was proud of me. It was kind of a guy thing there. It was right away. Oh, it's raccoons. I can help you with that.
I'm on it.
That's.
I know. I am the guy.
Well, they're all excited because they're doing a camping trip this summer. They're going to go to Glacier National Park.
Right on.
Which they were going to try to do last year, but things got canceled and everything. So they're very excited. And I know a lot of people just gushing to get out. They want to get out there. I just saw Rocky Mountain National Park. It's my understanding now you don't need reservations.
Really?
To head to the park.
No kidding?
Yeah, I had just seen something on that.
Like drive through?
I would imagine.
Down a
I don't have the full things, but
I'll have to check into that.
Yeah,
man.
my wife was just excited as heck about it.
And it's
earlier.
something that, I mean, again, we talk all the time about things that we deal with on wildlife, and those are things that, definitely, man, check that out. I mean, now's as good a time as any. People are still looking to get out. I mean, we're getting ready to do a little road trip ourselves. We always go to Sanibel Island every year, and we weren't able to do that, and it's part of our tradition and the kids, and we weren't able to do it. So people are looking for that, and that's good news. So check that out. I mean, look
into it wherever you're at. Check to see if your parks are starting to open up, if things are,
Even though there's not going to be any elk in there because they're all in Loveland.
Are they really?
Loveland's inundated.
Are they really?
Oh my gosh, man! James, you got any info on that? I mean,
my mom can't stop sending text messages that they keep seeing on the news. 9 News, Loveland Park inundated with all.
Right?
Yeah, no, it's crazy down there right now.
Oh, it is. It's
beautiful
insane.
though. It's beautiful. It's a sight to see.
Way cool to see. Way cool to see. But
is that
careful.
typical, or is this a different?
I think we all know that this. I mean, where's our snow?
My goodness.
We are dry. I had a buddy of mine that actually told me this place is looking more and more like Afghanistan. Now, I've never been to Afghanistan, but he was deployed there, and he said Colorado's just like Afghanistan. And I'm not a fan of that, man. I need winter. I need snow. I need drifts.
Need 4 seasons, yeah.
I need some wind, some blizzards, but it's not happening, man, and it's spooks me a little bit, but again, I lean not on my own understanding, man. This is nature. Mm-hmm. This is the world we live in. Are we having an impact with global warming? I think we are, but if you look back in history, man, if you historically evaluate all the things that have happened, this is Mother Earth, man. And if for a minute people think that we are going to change her, man, put yourself in check. Put yourself in check, because you know what? Anything could happen at any minute. Look at the dinosaurs. They all just vanished. Except for the alligators. Thank God.
Oh, no, but the dinosaurs didn't vanish, because my grandson Zayden came up yesterday.
Yeah?
From upstairs. He says, Papa, guess what? I said, what? He said, you think dinosaurs are extinct, right? I said, yeah, they've been extinct for a long time.
Right.
No, there's a guy on TikTok who says it's not true.
Well,
and I said, well, then it must be.
The gospel. TikTok.
Then we had the little talk about how, everything you see on there.
God love it. Well, no, man, dude, our kids have got to be so careful, because what we can do with graphics now is unbelievable.
No, that's very true. CGI makes everything look.
Oh my gosh, man! You could do anything, and people will bite onto it, hook, line, and sinker. Man, we got to be careful. We got to be careful.
But we need some weather. It has. I know it's throwing things off, and if that's what's are the elk coming down looking to see if maybe there's snow down here?
Let's think about the 11. I'm not. Don't quote me on this. I want to say 11 million acres burned in Colorado. Don't quote me on that exact number. I can't. I don't know, but
a lot.
A lot, man.
Yeah.
And it's dispersed a lot of wildlife. It's taken a lot of wildlife. But yeah, Loveland is, man, there's elk everywhere. So I wouldn't, listen, go to
Statewide
Rocky Mountain
Elks
National Park, but I mean, go to Loveland.
Yeah, that's true. I think they got them all over.
Yeah.
You don't even have to go to the Elks Club. They're actually just out wandering around. That's it.
No, absolutely, man.
Now, one of my favorite shows that I love to watch is Mountain Men.
Yeah,
which
they're cool shows.
I dig those shows. I always think of you when I watch them and wonder how you would fare in these situations. And I was watching last week. You wouldn't make it?
Well, as long as they give me my medical supplies.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, there are some things. That's so true.
I'm going to need a pharmacy.
Yeah, I don't see any of those out there. No. That's when you really need to study and know what all those plants and herbs do out there.
I'm telling you what, we need to get back into that, man.
Mm-hmm. It's there.
It's in our backyard, for crying out loud, man.
It is, but this guy, it brought back memories, because one of the dudes had taken his 2 kids out, and they were doing their first, overnight adventure where they went out in kayaks and they were going to, go upstream. They were going to camp. They're going to do all that stuff, and it got me thinking about, because he said where there's going to be a lot of catfish around here. Then I thought back, this has been the 2 years since I left radio. I've been thinking about some of the stupid things we did when we were in radio.
Right.
One of them, Todd and I put on wetsuits. And at this point, I was like 350 pounds. So imagine packing that into a wetsuit.
You probably look like Spider-Man at the Habba-Jibba show.
Yeah, I did. I looked like a half-open tube of crescent rolls. You know what I mean? So we get into our wetsuits and we climb into what was the world's largest indoor aquarium. It was traveling around the country to different sportsman shows.
Oh, okay.
So they were having a big sportsman show over in Fort Collins. To promote it, Todd and I got in wetsuits and got in the tank and swam with the world's largest captive catfish.
No way.
And I'm telling you, getting in there in that suit, number one, it was so cold. It was so cold. I still haven't seen certain parts of my body since. But
right, that's real.
We're cold, and then all of a sudden you're in there. That's cold enough. People are looking at you. That's another weird thing. You feel like you're in a zoo.
Right.
Here's the two ugliest mermaids ever. And then you see this freaking dinosaur fish swim by.
Oh, man, dude. What
the hell am I thinking, But anyway, so I was thinking of that as I'm watching this guy on Mountain Men, and he talks to his son. He said, over on the bank here, we're not going to use poles.
Right.
He said, you reach down in there where there's holes in the side of the walls, and you'll reach in, and he said those catfish back in there.
Yep.
He said the back in, you stick your arm in there, and as soon as you feel it go on there, they've got teeth, but they don't really dig that far in.
Right.
And then you pull them out. And I was thinking how much you hate underwater.
Oh, yeah.
And all that. But would that be something you would do, or have you ever done it?
I haven't done it. I've considered doing it. I'm very aware of catfish growing up down south.
Oh, good point.
The big spine on the back was very poisonous. I mean, I can't remember how many of those I stepped on trying to get the hook out of its mouth or it get you in the hand. That main spine on the back of them catfish is poisonous, man. It'll make you sick, man.
Really?
It's nasty, man. But on the inside
I knew
of
that
their
on
mouth,
bullheads. I didn't know it on catfish.
No, it's got them on catfish, and their teeth are actually like sandpaper, like a grit.
Really?
There's a row of grit on top and bottom. It's really cool. So I don't know if you'd call them teeth. I don't know what the exact terms are. Maybe there's people out there that do, but it's not actually teeth. It's more of like a real rough sandpaper. Really cool stuff. So I mean, there's no threat of getting your arm chewed
swallowed
off but no, I would love to try that sometime, man. I think that would be. You look at all the opportunities for sportsmen and what we have out there, and the opportunities to do different things. Me and James listened to a roundtable meeting the other day. Through Colorado Parks and Wildlife, and now those things are on Zoom, man. You can check into those, and I'd strongly advise. But Travis Black of the southeast region of Colorado went into detail of all the different species and opportunities we have for hunting. And dude, it was, I got to be honest, it was a little more vast than what I had even thought. I mean, I knew these abilities, everybody had the capability to go out and hunt, and just pert near year round. I mean, the seasons are in there, but everything from squirrel to rattlesnakes to shed, collecting sheds from deer and elk, and man, there are tons of opportunities, man, and especially even just get your kids out. I mean, it's out there, the open space. CPW has got a lot of country leased up and owned for sportsmen, for enthusiasts to get out and be a part of nature, man. Huge.
We don't have catfish around here,
that I know of. No, I was actually going to ask you that was a Mountain Man show, because isn't that depicted somewhere way north?
Many different. It takes place in different mountain ranges.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah, there's like 5 different characters, and they go to different tobacco root mountains.
Tennessee and the Smokies.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because the ones I've watched were like northern Alaska, Canada.
Yeah, there's one of the camps is there, but they're in different spots around the country.
Yeah,
these different people they check in with.
Yeah, that's cool, and it's fun to watch, man. Holy cow!
Oh, it really was. It really was, and
man.
it made me think. I'm not a catfish fan, but if there's. You talk about the basic, because right before that I had watched, I didn't even know there was a Major League Fishing.
Right.
And I'm watching these guys do the professional bass fishing where it's, I mean, this guy got 100 pounds of fish in and how much time.
Oh, yeah.
And watching that and all the high-tech gear and everyone's got their shirts on with all the different sponsors and all that stuff. to go from watching that to watching the most basic stick your arm in a bank and pull the fish out.
Right.
You know, and
The
you think the
extreme.
two
Right.
extreme differences
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
the same sport or the same, you
Yeah.
know, activity.
Well, I remember down south, man, growing up as a little kid, man, we had cane poles.
No, you
I
always
kid
hear
you
that in
not.
country songs.
I
You hear
kid
them
you
talking
not.
about a cane pole.
You bet.
What is that
For
just
fish for bluegill and crappie. Yeah, it was literally a long, I mean, you couldn't break it down. We had like 6 cane poles that hung 4 foot off the back of the car and about 5 foot over the front of the hood, all tied down with line on them and a bobber, and there was maybe 8 foot of line on it. And that's all you did, man. You put a worm on the end of that and you just flopped it out there off the back. I could remember sitting in the swamps, man, down south with cane poles, man, with family fishing for bluegill and crappie. Dude, that was living to me.
That's
And
good
then you
stuff.
watch the bass tournaments and go, holy crap.
I know that's what I was doing.
They got a machine that shows them where they're at and the water temperature.
Oh,
now.
exactly.
Good gravy, man. They've taken the love of fishing right out of it, man.
Well, that looked pretty fun too.
Well, it did.
Yeah, it did.
I might try it.
When you can score, that's nice to know. It really
yeah,
is.
you're gonna. There's a good chance you take home fish with stuff like that. I know a guy that does that. High tech rig, Lund boat. I mean, the guy's got thousands upon thousands, but that's what he loves to do. He goes up to Gray Rocks in Glendo, and man, he pulls the most monster walleye. Now, I like, a good 24, 26-inch walleye for filleting and eating. This guy's pulling monsters out. But you know what the cool thing about it is? He knows they're breeders, and he puts every one of them monsters back. He just wants to catch them.
No kidding.
That's conservation and
That's cool.
respect, man. That is so cool, man. He brings back pictures, to the boat dock and you show us kids. And he's like, check this out, man. Yeah, he says, I just caught that.
You know, it made no sense to me as a kid when I would see somebody let a fish go.
No.
I went, oh, what are you doing?
Oh, man. I can remember dropping a cane pole, grabbing a stick, and you running after that bluegill, chasing him down. That was dinner, man. You want that joker to get away?
There's sport fishing and then there's dinner fishing.
Yeah,
They're two
absolutely.
completely different things, no
Absolutely.
doubt.
Both have equal passion.
Absolutely.
Equal passion and excitement.
Well, I have a passion for sports. I love. This was a great weekend for me watching the championship
football. Yeah,
games.
my son is
the
going
Super Bowl
nuts.
is set. Kansas City Chiefs, who won last year, get to go back and try to win back-to-back Super Bowls, which the last person to do that was Tom Brady, and here's
Right.
Tom Brady in the Super Bowl again.
Yeah, has he got enough fingers?
He's 43 years old, which is just amazing.
Right.
Patrick Mahomes is 25. Brady is
that's
old enough to be his dad.
Right.
He's 21 years into it, switches to a new team, and I know that it's wrong to like Brady to football fans unless you're from New England or
Right,
Tampa.
right.
But I respect this guy so much.
Oh, yeah.
He is going to his 10th Super Bowl.
Isn't that something,
There have
man?
been 55 Super Bowls. Nearly 20% of them have included Tom Brady.
Isn't that something?
That's amazing. Since he started his career, he has been in 50% of the Super Bowls.
Oh, yeah.
Teams and players do their
Right.
whole careers in existence just dreaming of getting to one.
Right.
And this guy has played for 21 years and 10 times has gone to the big game. I don't care how you feel about him. That's excellence.
Oh, it is. And here's where I'm confused. Maybe you can help me with this. The dude's got enough money that he can take his wife to a buffet, man.
Yes, he does.
She needs, Tom, if you're listening, man, get your wife to the buffet.
She,
Meat on them bones, man.
She's very skinny.
If I'm not mistaken, Scott, he isn't he not a vegetarian? He's a vegan, isn't he? Because
Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't eat bacon, meats, or anything like that. His health is actually meets why he doesn't take his wife to the buffet.
See, I didn't hear that. I know he takes great care of his body.
Right.
I know that they were talking to Peyton Manning this morning. They said,
Right.
What is Tom Brady's secret? He said, Tom's work ethic. He said, and the way he takes care of his mind and body.
Oh, yeah.
Through the season, he said his mind, the fact that he monitors his sleep.
Right.
Tom Brady,
Wow.
that is one of his major
hardcore
regiment is the proper sleep. I've been talking about that ever since my friend Dr. Bob really got me on the bandwagon. But it changed my life, and knowing the benefits of proper consistent sleep. Here's somebody preaching it who's going to their 10th Super Bowl.
Yeah, let's talk about Dr. Bob real quick, because when I first met Dr. Bob, you're like, Scott, this is Dr. Bob. I'm like, Dr. Bob, I'm Scott Cisco. He goes, how's your sleeping?
Yep. That's it.
I'm like, man, you watching me?
It's about the first question. He can tell.
It is. It's vital. It's important, man. Rest is, and James is going on a 24-hour
Red Bull spree.
Yeah, that's what it is. He quickly said that this is as lively as this bro has been at 9 some in the morning that I've ever seen.
It's only my 15th Red Bull.
Of Red Bull.
How many? 15?
Maybe, yeah. It's somewhere at 5, 7, 8, 9, 20. It's 15.
All right.
Holy
that's fun
that
for me.
sounds like me on a Starbucks, man.
I tell you what, he's got the energy of Brady. That's it.
Cow, man.
But, hey, congratulations to Buccaneer fans and Chief fans. I can only imagine how great that feels being a Viking fan. I know it happens. But I haven't. That's
Elijah's strung out, man. That boy is strung out over this football stuff. I mean, to the point where he's got his buds. What are those something little white things?
Earbuds,
Yeah, okay, earbuds. And he's got his phone in the car. We were driving last night, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, man, I got to be prepared for this. They make a play or something or a bad call, and Elijah goes ape shit.
I understand.
I mean, loses himself. He's hitting the back of Jack. I'm about to pull over because I'm thinking, my God, he's choking or something. He's watching football. Yeah, absolute fiend for football. And then he's already started in. He's my son. God love him. He worries to death, man. He's already started in on football season's almost over.
Oh, don't do that. Me and my dad did that yesterday.
He's just ready to.
Dad started to try to talk me out of depression, where he's going, son, you have so many things in life to look forward to. You have your friends.
You got the Vikings next year.
Well, the way
you have your friends.
The way your dad works, though, Brian, football never ends.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. He watches games and thinks he's never seen them before.
That's
a great point. I love growing old.
That's a good place to be.
I hope that's in my blood. I do. It is.
Yeah.
Oh, well, don't forget to check out the MikeInTheMountain.com. We have our latest videos are up there for you to check out.
Yeah.
And we've been having real fun as a couple of Viking brothers named Drunk and Drunk.
Yeah, good guys. Good guys.
Expect more adventures from those two.
And drunk.
Absolutely. But we're always working on new stuff for you. We are very excited coming up in I think just a couple weeks. We're going to be doing our first Ask Me Anything.
That's right.
Where
Q&A
Scott and I are going to go live. Our mission is to try to help lovers on the upcoming Valentine's holiday, but that's really just a theme that we know we'll destroy.
We're good at this.
We are
good at.
Again, should we get our spouses to come and vouch?
No.
Okay, all right.
No, we're speaking to the blood brothers out there.
That's right.
We're speaking to you, and we're going to help you on what not to do on Valentine's
That's where
Day.
we're coming from, exactly. I know we can do that. I know we can do that. But be listening for details on that. We'll have that coming up for you probably in the next podcast. We'll give you the date and time that we'll be doing that. But thank you for always checking us out and making our day, because we have so much fun getting together.
We do.
We've got things happening at Cisco MWE. Be sure to check out that website, CiscoMWE.com, for all of your home defense from critters. You have questions about critters. That's it. You can get your own spider. So will be available on the website soon. No doubt. But until then, hey, have a great week. Oh, you know what? I should check real quick before we're done. Going into the weekend.
South Dakota, Manhattan.
Yeah, we'll check out the day calendar. Today, National Kazoo Day.
Say it ain't so.
It is. Friday will be Corn Chip Day.
Corn chip day.
Saturday is seed swap day, so swap your seed with someone.
You know that? Wait, what day is that?
And it's hot chocolate day on Sunday.
no, wait, what
okay,
day
that's
was
all.
that?
No, that's all. All right, till next
I
time. Mike
wanna
in the
know-
Mountain. I'm Brian Gary Scott Cisco. Out.
I want to know the seed swap
that's
day.
I'm
down with swapping seeds,
done,
man.
Done. Done. Done.
It is important to plow fields and
We're
plant
done.
seed.